Good old Dennis Hastert. Am I right? You know who he is, right? He used to be the Speaker of the House. He was the third highest ranking elected official in the entire United States. You know who he is. So yeah, good old Dennis Hastert just pled guilty in a hush money case. What happened was, back in April of 2012, he started making withdrawals from his bank account for over $10,000 each. Now, federal rules require banks to report withdrawals of more than $10,000 so that the feds can keep track of all their money for tax purposes. So the bank reached out to Hastert and said, hey, we've seen you've made a lot of withdrawals for over $10,000. We have to report these, you know? So Hastert started taking out withdrawals for just under $10,000. He did that for over 2 years, more than 100 withdrawals, totaling just under $1 million. He was doing it in little increments so he wouldn't have to report them, which is not legal. So it caught up with him. In December of 2014, the FBI came a-knocking. They asked good old Hastert what he was doing with almost $1 million in cash. Hastert actually told the FBI that he didn't feel like his millions were safe in the bank, so he just was keeping it all in cash. But officials weren't having that, so they investigated and found out that Hastert was actually using all of that cash as hush money. Turns out, good old Hastert had agreed to pay $3.5 million to an unnamed individual in Yorkville, Illinois, where Hastert used to be a wrestling coach. And apparently, he did something to a male student there that was bad enough to agree to secretly pay him millions of dollars. The details of just why Hastert was paying the hush money are hushed themselves, but what we do know is that it has to do with sexual misconduct. So, Hastert got caught lying to the FBI and making illegal withdrawals. And he just took a plea bargain where the lying charge was dropped, but he pled guilty to the illegal withdrawals. As a result of taking the bargain, he gets to keep the details of whatever he did back in Yorkville hushed. So, we'll probably never know what good old Hastert did in terms of sexual misconduct, for which he agreed to pay $3.5 million. We'll never know any of the shady financial details of this Speaker of the House turned millionaire lobbyist. But that's okay, because the truth of the matter is, most Americans don't even know who the hell good old Hastert even is. Right? Tonight, let's talk about that.